there we go. We are live. So, hello and welcome to today's live interview where I'm going to be interviewing Ruskie. Go ahead and say hello and give us an introduction of yourself as well.
Hello there. I'm Ruskie, also known as Henry Sharp. I run the YouTube channels Ruskie and The Closer Look. Ruskie has as of this recording, about 50,000 subscribers, and The Closer Look 180,000. The Closer Look is basically video essays on film, and Ruskie is basically video essays on video game culture.
All right, then, Ruskie. Hi, Dark Elf. How are you? So, first question for you here, Henry. I'll just call you Henry. I don't know why I called you Ruskie there.
You can call me both. Call me whatever you want, babe.
Oh, babe. Oh, okay.
That's just obscure British humor. I apologize if I offended you.
No, absolutely not. I love it. I love British people and their sexy accents. I wish I could be British.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
I apologize.
you guys are lucky. You've got like a sexy British accent. Well, I don't. I'm just American.
I worked very hard on my accent, I'll have you know. Many hours of practice to get this accent. Just kidding. It's my accent. Though.
Yeah.
Anyway, your first question. Sorry, I distracted you.
Yes. When did you start YouTube, Henry?
Oh, I started YouTube back in like 2014, and I was like, it was, but basically I did like, I made my first ever video was like a shit Skyrim setting Let's Play. I think was in the that released at like the end of 2013, and it was you can go back on and look at it if you want. But for 4 years, I ran a channel. It was called Ruskie at the time, but now I've renamed it to Old Ruskie. It's a separate channel, and I've abandoned it just to try and just so people don't get confused. And it's called Old Ruskie, and I did it for 4 years. And after doing it for about 4 years, it was like just general gaming stuff like CS:GO, Rainbow Six. And after about 4 years of work, I didn't surpass more than 7,000 subscribers, and I was doing it for a seriously long amount of time. And I to the point I was doing it for so long with such little success, you'd be perfectly just in calling me an idiot for carrying on to doing it. But it's like those 4 years is like, even though I bore no fruit from that, I didn't get any growth at all, they were still incredibly valuable years. Because like you'll notice, right, is like Ruskie is like I'm at a point now where like this new channel, I mean, it's I can't remember how many, but I've uploaded I think it's 7 videos on Ruskie, and it's already at 50,000 subscribers, right? And like I wouldn't have been able to achieve that success in such short a time without that sort of 4 years of experience on that gaming channel where I was making shit Minecraft Let's Plays. Minecraft survival. It's like you go third person, you jump up in the air and punch. They're like, "Hi guys, Ruskie here. Welcome back to Minecraft Let's Play 376. Last Let's Play, I got killed by a creeper who blew up my house. Like that's what I used to do. But now,
Same.
then I sort of like. It's actually quite interesting because those 4 years I was trying really hard to grow. I was really, really trying hard to get more subscribers, like trying out the grind, as it were. I'm sure you can empathize with me on that one.
Yeah.
And I just gave up in the end. After years and years of trying and grinding my head against the wall, I was like, screw this, I'm going to give up. But then a few months later, I was like, you know what? I love films. I've always had a passion for like good storytelling and stuff. And so I'm like, you know what? I want to just make a channel where I just talk about film. It's just my passion, and I just started that channel on a whim. I changed my mentality from trying to do it as a job to doing it as a hobby. And ironically, the moment I did that, my growth like more than quadrupled. And it's like my other channel, like my first videos got something like 600,000 views and whatnot, and it's like I think that's a testament to the fact that if your heart's truly not in it, if I'm absolutely certain that there are YouTubers out there who are just in it, who like from the word go, their dream was to just like their number one goal was to make it full time. I know for a fact that the guy who runs Vsauce, like Michael, with the moment he started Vsauce, he wanted to he wanted to like it to be his like a massive empire of a thing, and he dramatically succeeded. But I think as a general rule, like you need to be bloody passionate and just love what you're doing in order to have any kind of like success. Partly because if you're not in love with it, and you inevitably after doing it for like 6 months, you just get like 30 subscribers, and your only viewer is your mum saying, "Oh, great job, son! Really good video today." When you do that, it's like I can imagine if you're not totally in love with it, I can like if you don't have that passion, you will give up before you get any kind of success.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can agree with that one. I mean, I've been through many stages here on YouTube. Yeah.
What was? Hang on, let's reverse this interview. So, Shampy, when did
Mhm.
you start YouTube?
Oh, that's an excellent question there, Henry. Thank you for asking it. Well, I mean, I
Don't suck my cock, boy.
yeah, now it's an interview with Champy.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
yeah, I started YouTube, I think in the end of 2013, like October 2013 or November 2013.
All right.
And
So you're older than me, actually.
yeah, I've done it more than you, it seems. And well, I started because my friends had all started like Minecraft Let's Play channels.
Ah,
Yeah,
you can
and
never have too many Minecraft Let's Play channels, my dude. Never too many.
it's true, it's true. Like there's just like so many out there to be discovered. And I was like, okay, this looks cool. They're telling me to start one. I think I'd like doing it. So why don't I go ahead and do it? And so I started a channel called Quacker Kit. I took it down like 2 years ago because I was like,
I understand.
yeah, I was
I empathize.
I was like, yeah, too ashamed to keep it up. And I was like, okay, I'll take it down. But for like 3 years, I did gameplay videos.
Yeah.
And it really got nowhere. I think when I deleted the channel, I had like 1,000 subscribers or so, and they
Yeah.
were all kind of like dead. And then I was just like, okay, I'll move on to something else. Then I moved on to exposing people.
What's up, Traveler Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Killer Shampy. Let's get right into the noose. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not in the drama alert format, but yeah, I'd make exposing videos, and I did that.
You and no one's ever gonna like build any kind of loyal viewing on that. If you even if you do that kind of stuff and like get up 500,000 subscribers, not one of those subscribers is gonna actually be like an empathetic guy who loves your content. They just like to see you tear people down. Like that's not a good model to actually build like a community on, being just an asshole.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I didn't try to be like an asshole or destroy careers or anything like that. That wasn't the point of my videos.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like show people like, oh, this video's fake. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, because so how I got into that is, have you seen the YouTuber McJuggernuggets?
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
So
so
he's a close personal friend. We know each other very well.
yeah.
Just kidding. I don't have any friends.
Okay. That's sad. I'm so sorry to hear that, Henry. But at
Yeah.
least you've got 50K subs on YouTube.
50K. Yeah, I've got 50,000 friends, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
It's totally not one way and totally and a hollow relationship. Yeah.
And so, okay, so I started making videos exposing a series he had called the Psycho series. It was where like his dad was supposedly like psycho, and he
You're right. Yeah.
yeah, break his shit and all of that. And I was like, okay. I saw some other people making videos exposing him, and they were getting a lot of traction. And I was like, okay, I can do this. So why don't I do it? And so I
Yeah.
did. I did it for about I think nearly 2 years, and then I stopped that. Yeah.
What, so you spent 2 years just just attacking that one series. That's a
Oh no, no, no,
it's a
no,
small
no.
niche you got there, my dude.
No. Hi there, DJ Cloud Fox 1. How are you? No, no, no. I didn't spend all that time just exposing him. I go to different YouTubers and expose them as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I rebranded that channel to what I do now, which is interviews. I was originally going to go back to gaming, but then I was like,
Yeah.
I honestly prefer, starting something brand new and fresh that I've never done before, which is interviews. And while
Yeah, yeah, I don't see many YouTubers doing interviews like this. No.
Oh yeah, no, neither do I. So I thought it was a good niche, because it's like a small niche, like not many people do this, and I thought it'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah. The closer looks come on chat. Oh, that Ruskie, he's a good YouTuber. Whoa, nice guy, dude. That closer look sounds like a quality lad, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he really knows what a good YouTuber is. It's not like
I think the closer looks is a really good channel. I think impartially, unbiasedly, I think you should all like and subscribe to the closer look. I think it's a very good channel, and that guy uploads quality content. I'm just saying.
It's not like I definitely didn't hear you typing.
Hey, shut up, boy! Shut up! Shut up! Stop! Forget what you said. He didn't say anything. No.
I'm exposing you now, Ruskie.
Oh, you're going back to your old roots, are you? Your old Minecraft Let's Play roots, are you?
Yeah, and well, I've been doing this for about I think nearly 6 months. And yeah, I mean, I just plan to stick to these interviews.
Yeah, I mean, a bit like not part of the broadcast, but I like, in my opinion, I think if you genuinely want to like reach like 100,000 subscribers, you should do something more on top of this.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I unless like if you're just doing it as a hobby, that's totally fine. Like no problem. Like you're doing something quite cool here. But if you want to like be the next PewDiePie, interview's probably not going to cut it.
Yeah, I do it as oh, sorry for the cough.
We all have them.
Yeah, I have shitty allergies. Sorry about that. Well, what I was saying is, yeah, I just do it as a hobby. I'm not really like, I mean, of course, it'd be like a dream job. I mean, to everyone that does YouTube, it kind of is a dream job, in my opinion.
I'm currently doing YouTube full time, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'll tell you, like the first week is fucking great. It's oh my god, you feel so elated. You can't wait to wake up in the morning. And then you wake up 30 minutes after you normally do. And then 30 minutes after you normally do. And I'm at the stage now where I'm waking up by like 2 in the afternoon and putting in like maybe 3 hours of work each day. And I know I need to be doing more. But it's like just like anything in life, like the thing is, right, is I like to imagine it like this, right? Imagine like you got the world's most juicy, most tender, most lovely steak, the most lovely steak conceivable, and you eat it once. And the first time you eat it, oh, it's bloody lovely. And then if you have it every day for like 3 months, it ceases to be special. And at that point, it's just food. And the thing it doesn't matter. Like if you were to get a really nice mansion, like a lovely mansion, initially you'd find it really nice, but as time grows on, you grow more and more accustomed to it, where it ceases to be something special and it's just normal. And I am grateful for the fact I'm a full-time YouTuber. Like that is a dream job, and I like have right now I'm writing a novel and stuff, and I plan to like launch this novel off my YouTube channels and hopefully like become a professional novelist as well as YouTuber. And that is absolutely fantastic, but it's normal for me now. And it's like when a couple about 5 months ago, I was working at a shitey supermarket called Waitrose. All my British boys out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Waitrose.
I don't know what that is.
It's where all the posh pricks go to buy their caviar and whatnot. But it's like it was a terrible job. But it was an okay job, but it was a very boring job. And the first, like I say, the first week was great, but as time went on, it just. Right now, I'm living my normal life. It doesn't feel like I don't spend every second thinking, "Oh yes, I'm a full-time YouTuber." Yes, I don't think that anymore.
Yeah. I mean, but like to me, I don't know. I just have like, I mean, I've been doing this for so long. It's kind of like a passion of mine because. I feel like if it wasn't a passion, I would have dropped this years ago. Honestly. I mean, I've been doing it for nearly 5 years, and that fucking blows me away. I mean, obviously, I haven't been doing interviews for 5 years, but I've been through different stages, and
I mean, yeah, I'd agree with you. I mean, I'm at the same stance. Where even if I knew for a fact that for the rest of my life only like 1,000 people would see every video, I'd still keep making the videos because there's something about putting out content and when I've received like a few messages because I uploaded the video called "The Day Mass Effect Died," which is one of my more recent ones in Ruskie, and I've received like 3 emails from people who were just thanking me, who said like they were in a depressive shit situation and watching that video and hearing like my terrible fan fiction at the end of it, like that just pulled them out of their depression and turned their miserable day into a happy one. And like if that means everything.
no, yeah.
If just one person comments that, like, holy shit, I will make videos the rest of the life just for you, dude. Like,
Oh yeah, no, that's really fucking cool. I mean, like, for an example, I've had people ask me for interviews for them to be interviewed, and they're like smaller content creators.
yeah,
And I think that's fucking cool that people are asking me, a guy with only 2.5k subs, for interviews. I feel like that's really cool. I mean, because I feel like I'd want to do something like that when I'm bigger, so I can give them more of a platform and people can go and check
yeah,
out their channel.
yeah. That's a noble cause.
Because like,
Oh, Champy,
yes,
I've got a good idea. What you should do is start a podcast. Upload it on this channel, podcast. If there are 3 YouTubers who you're on good terms with, get them online. You get this YouTuber podcast. That is going to be your ticket, dude. That is going to be how you get big. I'm just saying.
I used to have a podcast actually when I exposed people, with 3 other exposing YouTubers, and we did it for a bit. And for a bit, I mean 1 episode, and then we got into an argument, and there was never a second episode.
Dude, do you want to hear the like? It's a long story, right? It's going to take me about 4 minutes to explain it, but it's the most. In my entire life, I've only ever been involved in 1 bit of YouTube drama, and like it was like YouTube drama when like I had like 3k subs, and the other guy had 3k subs. So obviously, like Keemstar didn't cover it; it was shit YouTube drama. But basically, what happened? Or our Lord Scarce, of course. Or praise be Scarce, and his checkered shirt. No, I basically, long story short, is I started a podcast. We're talking a long time ago, and it was called the Ladcast Podcast, and it only ever got like 40 views per video. It was a miserable failure of a podcast, to be honest. But there was a guy called Gladius Gaming. I think he's changed his name. And what he did is like for a long period of time, we were like top mates. Like we were top mates. We played Gmod RP. If you play Gmod RP with the lads, you know that's intimate friendship at that point. And we played CS:GO. We played all of it.
Yeah.
But like, I think our relationship kind of changed when one day he told me a story where he was playing CS:GO and he scammed a 12-year-old out of like a $300 knife.
Oh, what a
And
dick.
he told me that story, and when he told me, he was like laughing, like he found it genuinely. I'm talking genuinely hilarious. And like the moment I realized that guy took so much pleasure in basically destroying like if you're like a 12-year-old, how much is $300 to you? That's the world, right?
Oh, fuck
He
load,
basically
yeah.
he did that to a 12-year-old kid. And that was the moment it kind of shifted, but I kind of begrudgingly played with him at that point. But we did like 3 episodes of the podcast, and he made the artwork for it, right? But bear in mind, here's the story, right? It's like I said, you know what? I'll just make this artwork in Photoshop. I'm not a very skilled person, but I can make a very decent layout. And he said, no, let me do it, Ruskie. And I was like, are you sure? And and he was like, yeah, no, let me do it. And there was a bit back and forth. And the thing is right, he insisted, like he utterly insisted that he made the artwork for the podcast.
Yeah.
So what happened is what I made a 4th episode, but by the time we had done the 4th episode, I fell out with him. I unfriended him on Steam, and we just cut off all communication. And I used the artwork that he gave me permission for in the previous episodes, and he copyright striked all of them. Like he copyright striked all of my podcasts because I used the artwork that he had given me explicit permission for. Not just permission, but he made it for the podcast, and I used it in the podcast, and he copyright struck me for it.
What a
And
dick.
yeah, and like oh dude, you should have seen it, dude. It was like the best ever. But what happened was is I wish to God if there was one video I wish I saved on my hard drive, it would be the expose I did on Gladius Gaming. And basically what we did is I for the first 5 minutes I defended myself and explained why what he did was a blatant misuse of the copyright system. And then the next 10 minutes was a character assassination. See, what I'd been doing is I'd been accumulating evidence of him team killing, of him bullying, of him. I didn't get the confession of him with the kid and the knife, but I told the story anyway. And within like a day, all of the dislike ratio on his channel was like 1 to 5. Like it was 1 like to 5 dislikes. And the thing is like this was like petty YouTube, tiny YouTube drama, right? And what he did is he uploaded a video saying I'm sorry, and it was a bit it ended up in a bit of a fuss, but it's like I think Gladius was the male version of a dominatrix. I think that's the best way to describe it. He loved anyway. Sorry, I think that's the end of the story, and I don't want to get sued for slander at this point. So we'll just no. Gladius Gaming was a lovely guy. He was just the nicest guy. Please don't sue me and copyright strike my videos. Anyway, there you go. That's the story done.
Absolutely. What a nice fucking guy.
What a nice guy, right?
I know. Like taking a kid's $300 knife. Nice fella.
Yeah, I mean there are like tens of thousands of people out there who do that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's scummy.
Yeah, I mean, you want to hear scummy, right? I think I've lost faith in all humanity at this point. Because
So
I
have
uploaded
I.
a video on my channel called "Why G2A is Killing the Gaming Industry," and
Yeah.
basically, I've realized that that G2A is I'm oversimplifying it, but it fulfills the function of a money laundering service, which is like what criminals use to launder money, to like turn illegal money into legal money, essentially, and
Right.
basically make it so they can use it. And I uploaded the video explaining it in detail, explaining how G2A is fucking over the gaming industry by making everyone lose not just lose profits but actually lose money on the whole thing. I explained why it's actually making credit card fraud more popular because it's so easy now to launder the money through key resellers that it's basically it's giving a massive incentive to people everywhere to steal credit card information, and a bunch of other stuff. And without exception, sorry, I don't. That's the wrong phrase. 50% of all the comments on that video were "I don't care," and that video got about 250,000 views, and I can say with proof that 50% of the gaming community doesn't care, and that they would happily, not just. I mean, if you think about it, like pirating, I don't want to be an advocate for piracy, but pirating is more morally correct than buying from G2A. And you had the overwhelming amount of people saying, "I don't care as long as I can get cheap games. I literally don't care if it's screwing over 5 housewives and making their life a living hell." And I mean, I love the gaming community, but there is just this darkness to it. My view of this community, just like after that video, it's killed it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some really nice people in the gaming community. There's some really quality guys, but there are a lot of people who lack the most basic empathy for other human beings.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I've bought from G2A before.
Scum! No, I bought from it a few times, to be fair.
Yeah.
I confess.
Yeah, you're confessing your sins.
I mean, I haven't bought from it after I made that video, though, so it's not hypocrisy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good at least.
Literally, like, just pirate it. Like, I don't want to get your channel taken down, Champy, by saying this, but like, to anyone watching, if you want to get if for multiplayer games, it's tricky, right? Because you can't play a pirated multiplayer game. But
Yeah.
if you want to get Wolfenstein or Skyrim or whatever, either buy it in the Steam sale, buy it from like Humble Bundle or like another like verified key selling site, or not G2A, buy it from like a Humble Bundle. That's a very reputable place. Or if you're failing that, you have no money whatsoever, just pirate it. Because if you pirate it, the only thing you're doing is denying the game dev a sale. That's it. That's all you're doing by pirating. But when you buy through G2A, you're not only denying the sale to the company, you're also actually making that company lose money because of a complex legal thing. But you watch my video if you want to have that explained. You're not only making the game dev lose money, you're also having some housewife somewhere having their like you're basically encouraging their bank details to be stolen. And I'm sure if your house has ever been burgled, if you've ever been mugged, if you've ever looked at your bank account and realized $3,000 are missing, I'm sure you realize that that's a shit situation. And only a monster of a human being would actually put someone else through that. That's why G2A is not good.
Yeah, overall, G2A just sucks donkey cock, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Well, thank you for that insightful addition to this conversation. Oh, yes, I believe G2A sucks donkey cock. Yes, quite. Rather, I think dog balls, yes.
It's very insightful.
Very indeed. Very, yes.
On the Shampy YouTube channel, I only give the most insightful commentary out there.
The most insightful philosophy, yes. I can thoroughly endorse.
Thank you for the endorsement, Ruskie. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, babe.
Oh, thanks. Okay, so I don't know if we've covered this, but because we went on a whole other conversation. But why did you start YouTube, Ruskie or Henry? What got you into it? Yeah.
I think in one word, Frankie on PC. I made a video essay on my channel just sucking the guy's dick for about 10 minutes. And to be honest, I don't regret it. I thoroughly enjoyed the experience of sucking Frankie's dick. But there was something about Frankie's DayZ series it felt like a stage in my life, right? I was playing shitty Xbox 360 games at the time, like Battlefield 3. Well, Battlefield 3 is not a shit game, actually. I'm playing on the Xbox, and then I just stumbled across Frankie's DayZ series. And not only was that the incentive, not only was that the thing that made me get a PC in the first place, which I probably would have never done YouTube without a PC. It also, not only did it get me into DayZ, which I can confidently say was one of the best times of my life. I think Arma 2 DayZ was beautiful. I mean, it was shit. It was a shit game. The graphics were awful. It was laggy and buggy and glitchy, and the server restarts. And oh my god, don't get me started. But it was the best game ever made. Damn it! There was something about Arma 2 DayZ that cannot be explained. It's one of those games that you just had to play it to understand the greatness of it. And I started doing YouTube purely because I wanted to capture my adventures in Arma 2 DayZ, and that was the start of it. Over time, I mean, my initial goal was copy Frankie on PC, but over time I've sort of divulged away from that and doing video essays. But that was why I started, because that Frankie guy inspired me so much.
He hasn't uploaded in like a year.
No, I can tell you this. I don't know if I get in trouble, but I know for a fact that Frankie is working on 3 new videos that he's going to release in one moment, in one big go.
Oh, okay.
I've seen the proof, my dude. I've seen the proof.
Have you spoken?
I say no more.
Have you spoken to him in private or something?
I say no more, damn it.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
I say no more. I've already said too much.
Yeah, you're gonna get me sued now.
Sued? Yeah. You're gonna get so sued for get sued for unveiling the upload schedule of someone on YouTube. Yeah. That's a really good motive to get sued.
Yeah, it is. I mean, people on YouTube will sue for anything nowadays.
Only Americans.
Yeah, you guys are more civil than us Americans.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day, that if you're in England and a guy comes up to you and it hits you with a cricket bat and just attacks you, the British guy who's being attacked will say sorry whilst being attacked because you got in the way of his cricket bat, right? That's British mentality right there. if someone hits you, if someone bumps into you in the street and it was entirely their fault, you're obligated as an Englishman to say sorry about that, even though it wasn't your fault. Like go into the streets of England and try it. Just trust me, everyone will say sorry for that.
I've never been to England, so I wouldn't know. I mean,
it's a quality place.
I mean, here, when someone bumps into you, they probably will.
They shoot you.
Not even acknowledge it, and they'll just fuck off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
shit people in America.
Hey, that's racism. That's racism.
Hey,
I mean, it's correct racism, but it's still racism, and I will not allow that on your own stream. It is, and hang on, it is your stream, so you can just say it. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just saying that's
I'm not trying to be racist. I just am. Yeah. Like, if anyone ever says the phrase "not to be racist," but like they're gonna be racist after they say that. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like the thing where you say no offense, but you're trying to be offensive.
No offense, but you're a fucking ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why are you saying that when you're trying to offend someone? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I want to say I hit the big time like 2 months ago, because I uploaded the video the day Daisy died, and I was watching PewDiePie, and in one of PewDiePie's videos, my video was in his recommended.
Oh, nice.
I just want to let you know I've hit the big time. I was in PewDiePie's recommended box, just putting it out there. Just kneel before me, just like, you know. I know I'm a big cheese now, so.
The question is, did he watch it?
Probably not. He probably left a dislike, you know.
Yeah.
One of my favorite insults that I like to apply is I hate you so much, I'm gonna start a Minecraft server just so I can ban you from it. I throw that one around.
What?
It's quality, dude. It's a good one. I use it.
I like it. I mean, they could be applied to any kind of server, really.
Roblox server, dude. That's what the kids are at these days.
I'm gonna start a Discord server and invite you and then ban you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's genius, actually. You should petition that.
Oh, it is. I'll certainly have a chat with the Discord blokes, and I'm sure they'll add it.
Yeah. So, Henry, besides the old Ruskie channel, any channels before that one, or is that the first ever YouTube channel we've had?
Well, in my time, I've made old Ruskie did that for 4 years, and then I did the Closer Look for about a year, which was quite a while ago. Yeah, quite a while. And then I decided, well, the moment I started doing the Closer Look full time, I was like, that's it, right? Like my end goal is, I mean, Frankie on PC sort of inspired my passion, but Rooster Teeth has sort of given me a goal. It's like I don't really watch Rooster Teeth all that much, but Bernie Burns and what he's achieved, like, oh my god, like that is my end goal, to have a production company like that. And so what my goal was to lay the foundation for that company. I wanted to start like 4 new YouTube channels, one of which was included in the Closer Look. The other one was Ruskie, both of which happened. The other one was a shitty comedy channel called Henry Sharp, which I uploaded 2 videos on. And to be honest, those 2 videos are actually not too bad, but I just sort of, I realized that working on 3 YouTube channels and doing a novel at the same time, that's quite a lot of work. So I gave up on that one. And I also had another channel plan that I barely didn't launch, which was basically a shitty rip-off of Vsauce. And it was like, I was going to talk about science and philosophy and stuff, which, to be honest, I am very interested in sciencey stuff, but I think I might have been biting off more than I can chew.
Right.
But yeah. So for the time being, like until I inevitably become a billionaire, I'm just gonna stick to my 2 channels.
All right. When do you think that day is gonna come? Where?
Oh, Thursday. When? No. Well, I mean, like I say, it's like my end game is to like I say, it's like have a social media company where like there are like 10 different YouTube channels, and then it's making like anime shows and potentially films. And right now, like my current plan for it's like, the thing is, right, it's like every YouTuber, well, not every, most YouTubers I know are totally complacent. They're like they reach like 500,000 subs or 1 million subs, and they just like kick their feet back and like well, that's it. I've got for the rest of my life. I've got this brilliant platform. Don't have to try anymore. And they just kick their feet back and do that. I mean, I could tell you for a fact that if I were to suddenly get like PewDiePie would give me a big old shout out and I get 500,000 subscribers, that would only encourage me to work my fucking ass off to like truly capitalize on that. And it's
Right.
like my plan is like to work on Ruskie and the Close Look for maybe the next year, try and get them as high as I can, and then I'm gonna launch my like I'm making like a space opera novel. By the way, you should totally pre-order it, even though it's not pre-order and I haven't even announced what the bloody blurb is yet. But basically, I'm gonna launch that off the back of my channel, and hopefully that should generate enough revenue for me to actually start hiring staff. And then once I start hiring staff, I can then do that science show. I can then do that comedy channel, and slowly but surely build up a sort of company from there. That's my goal.
All right. Yeah, it sounds like, you know, the pathway to being a billionaire.
Yeah, boy.
And the old Rusky channel, why didn't you just, annihilate that channel?
Annihilate it.
Yeah.
Destroying that channel, deleting that channel would be the exact same as burning a family album. That was my teenage years. Like that channel, it's an exceptionally odd sensation because when you try to remember something, it's always blurry and odd. But basically all of my memories from my teenage years are on that channel. From my holiday in Turkey to the friends I've had, the friends who I can't remember right now, but I'd go back and watch my old videos and be like, oh my fucking god, Steiner, I remember him. What happened to him? And it's like, I wouldn't delete that because it's a fun. It's like a document. It's like a documentation of who I used to be, and I don't want to do it for that reason.
And do you dedicate more time to your Rusky channel or to the Closer Look channel?
It's a good question. I think I'm currently doing more on Rusky than I am the Closer Look. Hang on a second, thinking about things. No, well, I made that video the day Mass Effect died, which was like literally an hour-long video essay, and that took me a fucking long amount of time to make. I'll tell you that. Like, if I'm to be brutally honest, I enjoy making content for Rusky more than I do the Closer Look. I am far more fundamentally at my core a gamer than I am a movie critic. And don't get me wrong, I love making I love making I love reviewing movies, and there is a certain satisfaction to it. But it feels like with Rusky, it's even though it's under an online alias, it feels like it's more me. It feels like I have a bit more freedom. It feels like it feels like there has so much more potential. I mean, like I said at the start of the interview, I've uploaded about 7 videos. I've got 50,000 subscribers. And I'm thinking, what's going to happen in a year's time when I've uploaded 30 videos? Like, that's what I'm thinking. And it's like, the future for the Closer Look is stable, right? Each video consistently gets 100,000 views or more. But the Closer Look can only ever grow at like a static rate.
Right.
But I truly feel that Rusky has the capability to truly explode, and that's why I'm putting more effort into that right now.
Your Closer Look channel, it's not. I saw that it wasn't verified, even though you have like well over 100K.
Why do I give a shit if it's verified or not?
I don't know. People could like impersonate you or something like that.
Oh yeah, impersonate me, like.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I seriously doubt they would try. And honestly, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. I mean, like if someone made another channel called The Longer Look, I'd look onto them and I'd be like, good content, mate. Keep it up. Like, I mean, I'd welcome any kind of parody or imitation like that. Although, if they were to straight up steal my content and ideas,
that's what I mean.
That's what the copyright takedown system is for. So.
Oh, okay, you just obliterate their channel.
Yeah, boy. Drop a fucking nuke it from orbit just to...
But have you ever looked into getting that channel verified, or you just really don't give a shit?
I don't care. I mean, I'll tell you, I don't know how to redeem my 100,000 subscriber plaque. I've actually looked for it and I can't see the button anywhere. I think YouTube has pulled a YouTube and has screwed that up somehow for my channel. But I don't care. What use is a random trophy that only I'm going to see in my bedroom? You know, like what? It's not as if every YouTuber has over. Nah, I don't care about trophies or having a verified tick by my channel. That's just I dare I say it, that's petty to care about that kind of stuff.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't like care about it too much, but I don't think it's bad to have that play button or that verified tick, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if tomorrow the button arrives at my front door, I'm not gonna complain. Right? I'm not gonna send an angry letter saying, "How dare you send me my rightfully earned trophy?" No, I, it's I don't care. I mean, there are certain people out there who thrive on that recognition, but no, to me, having that email where someone says you've really helped me out means infinitely more than just, oh, you've got a tick by your name. Like, unless
Oh
that
yeah.
tick equates to me getting more views, I don't care.
More money.
Yeah, spend that YouTube money, haha.
Oh yeah. And I also noticed you don't have a Twitter account for either channel. Why is that?
Yeah, I don't care about Twitter. Truly speaking, Twitter is a great place to communicate with people. It's a
Yeah.
fantastic way of communication, but it is useless for actually getting new viewers.
Oh yeah.
If potentially, if you were to collaborate with another person, like constantly retweeting a famous person, that person retweets you back, yeah, that could result in a little bit of growth. But again, that would just be the growth of your follower count. A tiny proportion of that is actually going to equate to you getting more YouTube subscribers.
Right.
And I'm thinking I could. Okay, number one, right? My life is nowhere near interesting enough to warrant having a Twitter account. I've a lot of people like make tweets like 3 times every day about wacky things they're doing. Or they're going to a meeting with Stephen Fry. Whoa! Oh, they're going to a movie premiere. Whoa! No, I stay inside my house and eat fucking Ben and Jerry's all day. Like no one wants to see updates on that. And like I thoroughly think that when I maybe when I'm at if I reach 500,000 subscribers, I'll probably start a Twitter then. But it's a distraction for me at the point. Also, on my phone, between Clash of Clans and Candy Crush, I don't have enough memory space. So Candy Crush takes priority over Twitter.
I can't say I'm happy about that one.
Well, it's tough for you, dude. No, it's a joke. I don't. It's actually where's my water? That's on my phone right now.
Oh, okay. That's
I keep going through a phase where I install a game, play it for a few hours, then start feel guilty, like because I'm addicted to it. Then uninstall it. Then uninstall a new game. Get addicted to that game. Then uninstall it and just rinse and repeat, just endlessly.
What you gotta get is PUBG Mobile.
PUBG Mobile. Well, I think my phone's like as old as I am, dude. It's like an S4. I don't think it has the potential to run PUBG.
Yeah, mine ran like shit when I tried it out, so it's not worth
I mean,
it.
I did try PUBG on my computer and I refunded it immediately. I mean, partly because I didn't enjoy it, but also because I was shit at the game. Both those things.
Oh, okay. How about Fortnite?
I've never played Fortnite. I mean, right now my main game is that's the one I'm really playing a lot right now, and I'm finding it fun. Constantly raging and slamming my fist on my desk because I keep getting headshotted through the wall and stuff, but I still enjoy it. It's a fun game.
Which game you cut out when you said the game's name?
Oh, what, Rainbow Six Siege?
Oh, okay. I hate that game, honestly.
Well, fuck you too. Well, fuck you do. Leaving this broadcast.
No, please stay.
Okay, just for you, babe.
Thank you.
No. I mean, I've been seriously thinking about making a Armor 3 series. It's like I'm fully aware that people on my channel want to see just video essays, but the Armor always has a special place in my heart. And like I had a really fucking kick-ass idea for like an Armor 3 RP series, and I don't want to say it because I know someone will steal it. But it's a certain format a twist of a certain genre that no one has done. And if I do it right, it'll be like a blend between a machinima series like Red versus Blue and an actual Let's Play. But I really want to do that. I'm just too fucking lazy, and my hands are too full. I mean, I say my hands are too full. I work 3 hours a day, for fuck's sake. I'm not. My hands are not that full. I'm just a lazy bastard, dude.
Yeah, I mean, uh, I don't know. I feel that Rainbow Six Siege, it's just too much of a slow game for me.
Nah, dude. Blitz rush. Hip fire. Pistol.
I mean,
Dude, here's what you do. Here's my professional recommendation, dude. I'm a professional Rainbow Six guy.
Okay.
I'm a professional YouTuber. What you want to do? Get on your phone and play it on a loud, heavy bass speaker. Sonic, gotta go fast. You put it on your desk and you play it. Like, gotta go fast. And what you do is you pick Ash and just fucking rush the objective. Who cares if they got trap or raise? Just rush it. Instant ace, guaranteed diamond. How about that for a slice of fried gold? Just go on, that's how you're gonna play Rainbow Six from now on. It's gonna work wonderfully for you.
It sounds great, but I think what I've played in that game is just the casual game mode. I don't know.
I don't play ranked. I play exclusively casual on that game.
Yeah, that's what I played, casual. I never.
But you said
played
you don't like the blame. What you sending double messages, dude? Do you like it? Or do you not like it? Do you play it? Or do you not?
Wait, what? I said I liked the what?
You said you didn't like the game, but you said you play it. What are you doing? You're confusing
Well,
me.
no. Hold on.
Are you a liar, dude? You're lying to me. Dude,
No.
this Champy guy's a liar. You should all unsubscribe and subscribe to me.
No, please no.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah. No, I mean like, I played it with a friend to like try and see if I'd like it, and I did.
Right.
Yeah. No.
That's fair enough. A lot of different games out there for different people.
Yeah, I mean, all I really play right now with friends is fucking Fortnite.
You have friends. That's one thing that separates us. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Anyway, yeah.
truly depressing life you got there, Ruskie. But at least you're YouTube famous. At least you're YouTube famous.
At least I'm YouTube famous. So, like, all those brand deal dollars just fill the hole in my heart. That is, brand deal dollars and Ben and Jerry's fills the hole in my heart. That is crippling loneliness.
Absolutely.
Actually, one thing I want to say is like, I'm a massive introvert. Like, I cannot be in a party. Like, if you put me in a conversation with like more than 2 people, within an hour, I just get fatigued. I just lose all my mental energy, and I just need to find a corner and hide in it. Like, I am almost as introverted as it gets. And like, Ilamo, why you type an XD, dude? Fuck you, Ilamo. Fuck you and your comments talking about my crippling loneliness, dude. Anyway, I'm a massive introvert, right? And I firmly believe that one of the requirements in order to be a good YouTuber is to be an introvert. And it's like, it's so lonely being an introvert. You spend so much time in front of your computer screen, not talking to people. Like, I mean, I imagine if you actually look at it, I'd like 95% of YouTubers who have over 100,000 subscribers are massive introverts. I mean, that's just a guess, but yeah, that's what I think.
Oh no, he wasn't typing XD about your thing. He just wanted to type XD. But how are you, A Lamau? How are you, man? How you doing? Henry, how come you don't make like all kinds of videos, essays on just like one channel? Like, let's say the Closer Look is video essays for everything, and Ruskie is video essays for everything. I'm just wondering, why'd you decide to separate the channels?
That's an incredibly good question, and the answer is I would be doing substantially worse if I were to have all of my videos on one channel. Right, like it's all of thanks, Alamo. It's all about niche. Like I said, those 4 years I spent making that terrible channel, I learned a lot doing that. And one thing I learned is that if you want to actually grow on YouTube, like to actually have meaningful growth, you need to focus on something specific. Right, people I had a conversation with a guy, one of my subscribers, and it was on Discord, I think. No, it was on Patreon, right? And he was talking to me, and he was saying, so I want to be a gaming YouTuber, and I told him, well, one thing you got to do is you got to niche down, you got to focus on a specific target audience. He says, well, I'm going to make gaming videos, so that's pretty specific. And I was like, nope, that is as general as it gets. And he's like, well, I'm
Yeah.
going to make Call of Duty videos, and I was like, nope, that is dangerously unspecific. And he was like, well, what should I do? And I said, what you need to do is make Call of Duty videos, for example, where you make it specifically tutorials, advice on how to grow, how to be a better player at Call of Duty. If you make videos exclusively on tutorials on how to play Call of Duty properly and how to be a better player, that is how you grow. You do not grow by making just Call of Duty videos.
Yeah.
And like I made that point, and he was like, "Oh, okay, cheers for the advice." Because you know I'm nice guy Ruskie. Just kidding. I'm a fucking egotistical weirdo. But like that's the point. That's the why I don't upload it on two different channels, because it's two entirely different audiences.
Right.
The people who are interested in video game essays are not interested in close look video essays. Like, I mean, you said it yourself right at the start. You watch Ruskie, you don't watch the closer look. That's that's the whole reason it's not all on one channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I found you through Ruskie. I didn't find you through the closer look. Because obviously, you know, I'm a gamer, hardcore gamer, so I watch Ruskie, not the closer look.
No, are you not a man of cultured taste who appreciates a good film review? A good, like, you know, I swirl my brandy and twinkle my monocle whenever I record for the close look. You know, I think the monocle and brandy really helps add an aura to the recording session.
Yeah, I mean, I watch film reviews, but like from people like I Hate Everything.
I mean, he's an alright guy. He's a good YouTuber, but I wouldn't call him a film reviewer. He's more like a YouTuber. Like does he make videos where he's positive? I don't think so. It's always
no.
He's always complaining.
No.
Complaining.
I mean, that would be contradictory to his channel name.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, his name's literally I Hate Everything. I don't expect him to make a video of him loving something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's got to stick to his brand, which is just hating on things.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah. All right, then, Henry. I've got one last question for you here, and then that's it.
Okay.
So with your channels here, both the closer look and Ruskie with your channels, because Henry Sharp is just, you know, annihilated. Plus.
Yeah, well, not annihilated, but it was like, it was like a newly born child was abandoned by its parent. Is how I describe Henry Sharp.
Okay, that works too. I like that one. But with the closer look and Ruskie this year, what new and different things do you plan on doing?
New different things. Well, like I said, I'm thinking, like I'm thinking of doing doing like that Armor 3 like series, which would basically a machinima series. But in my heart, I know that that's not a good idea. I know that if I actually want to grow, like I said, I need to niche down and make just essays on gaming. But I mean, okay, well, today I was recording my Wolfenstein 2 video, which is going to come out in about a week's time on my Ruskie channel. Well, actually 2 weeks' time, because I've got my patrons who got early access. But it's basically talking about the level design on Wolfenstein 2 and why it's shit. Why the people who designed that level, who designed Wolfenstein 2, they didn't even grasp the most basic concepts of how to actually design a level properly. And it's basically just a 10 minutes of me just decimating them. My next close look video essay is on The Last Jedi. I've already finished it. It's all ready to go, and my patrons have already got access to it. But it's I'm just currently waiting on the brand deal for that, and hopefully that will be up in about a week's time too. Truth be told, for those specific channels, I don't plan too far ahead. I know for a fact that I'm making another video essay in the closer look, which is like how Tarantino writes a scene. And I'm going to be talking about like how Quentin Tarantino just writes such bloody good, gorgeous dialogue. I can't think of any other video essays off the top of my head, but that is that. And but really my big plan is somewhere around Christmas time. I want to launch my debut novel, which is going to be like imagine it a bit like Mass Effect, except a bit more gritty. except the world is a little bit more based in reality, and it's a little bit more. It's the same feel of Mass Effect. It's like a grand space opera running around, big adventure in space, but it's it's got I've made an active effort to try and make it feel authentic and realistic and other stuff, but I may say more about that. I'll tell you that it's going to be called Archive is the name of that book, but yeah, those are really my plans for the future.
Ruskie said like 15 minutes ago was very true. My all-time goal was to get verified, and I got that way too early. So now I'm like too chilled out to make content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's like you like if you, it's a good thing to have your priorities set out. I mean, like I said, like I've heard stories where people on Twitter will go through fucking hell. They would literally take a plane flight to Hong Kong and suck a man's dick to get verified. With not even exaggeration, there are genuinely famous people who would do that. Like, not even a joke, they would do that in order to get verified, and that's just pathetic.
Yeah, that's
like,
just sad.
Being verified doesn't. The only thing it is a checkbox for your ego and nothing more. No one really cares if you're verified apart from you. It's like something I realized a long time ago, and it's why I don't have any fashion sense. But it's like I realized that the person who cares most about the way you look when you go to a party is you. I mean, sure, if you dress in fucking rags and comes like smelling like a fucking skip, then you will obviously raise your eyebrows, and like all the bitchy women in the room will bitch about you behind your back. But again, it's like, if you wear certain shoes or whatever, it's not the shoes that matter. It's you. It's your personality. It's the way you speak to people. That's the actual thing that actually matters. And it's like that relates to like YouTube and Twitter and all that social media, where it's all about a lot of people, not saying everyone, but a lot of people need to focus on the things that actually are of relevance.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I told...
Well, Dark Elf, it is one of my best. It's my only interview, so by default, it's my best interview. So it's also my worst interview, Dark Elf. So thank you very much for saying that to me. That really is top quality feedback for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Dark Elf. Thank you. I'm glad you.
No. He was speaking to me, boy. He was speaking to me. Don't you?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm taking the credit. I'm sorry.
So I have a massive ego, dude. I'm desperate for validation. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, who gives a shit if you're verified or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I only would see it important if like people are ripping your content and re-uploading it, you know, like.
Even then, it's not relevant because you can just copyright strike that. And
that too.
I mean, I know for a fact that like Soviet Womble, right? I think in the whole gaming community, he's the person who has the biggest issue of people re-uploading his stuff. Like there are people who like Soviet Womble, by the way, is an incredible YouTuber. He's probably to be honest, Frankie used to be my favorite, but the fact you need to upload content in order to be a YouTuber, and he's not really a YouTuber anymore. He doesn't upload content anymore. But Soviet Womble has that problem where it's like people will just upload just all of his videos, like compilation, the best of Soviet Womble, just all the time. And the thing is on those videos there are always comments saying, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Stop stealing his views. Stop stealing Soviet Womble's likes and views and like monetization, whatever, all that stuff." And it's like, look, it's theft. Like intellectual theft is so much less of a problem than a lot of people think it is. I can say for a fact that I've never had a problem. I have never in my life had a problem where someone has taken something of mine and twisted it taken it, and used it for their own gain. The only example that springs to mind of someone doing that is I made a video essay called on the film Logan, and it was called Logan: The Death of a Genre. And a very renowned film review website, I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of the top ones, most respected ones. They basically made an article, all about the video, where that video was the substance of the article, and what they did for the entire article was just summarize my points, and that was it. They didn't add any extra critique. They literally just provided a skewed transcript of a skewed summary of what I said in the video, and I love that. I love that. They were technically speaking, that wasn't fair use. Technically speaking, that was not fair use. But they were not only giving validation because a very well-known film website made that thing. And bear in mind, right? The first thing they say in the article is, by the way, check out the closer look. Here's the link to his video, right? If they do that and they're not monetizing it at all, there's no problem.
Yeah, I agree.
The only thing it's going to do is get you more viewers. In that point, like getting like it's I in fact I actually recognized like that how that happened, not because I got a message, but because I looked at my analytics and I realized I had like 2,000 views from a third-party website, and I hunted it down, found the name of the website, and then found the article from there. But it's like that the only instance I've ever had of someone quote unquote stealing my content has been beneficial to me. It's been a symbiotic relationship.
Right.
Right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just talking about the instances where it's like a problem, where people think, oh, this impersonator is the real YouTuber, you know?
Well, I don't know why anyone would ever want to impersonate me, but yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's like that's the reason we have the YouTube copyright strike system.
Yeah.
If that day comes, not only is it not a problem, because even if there wasn't a copyright strike system, literally, what is the worst that could happen? That like, if it was like a funny moments issue, like a highlight of a gaming room, that might be a problem because not many of those views would come back to me. But because it's a video essay where my opinion is so integral to the substance, that would, even if that person were to be maliciously doing that and running ads and trying to monetize that, even so, it would still be beneficial to me. The only way it could not be is if the person was warping it for slander purposes, was warping it and somehow re-editing the audio so I said something racist and criticized Anita Sarkeesian, although they wouldn't need to edit that. I'll say it right now, fuck Anita Sarkeesian. But again, it's like theft, intellectual theft is just not a problem. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me. Oh, okay. Ayla Mao is saying here. See, a lot of people say check marks have no effect on growth or anything, be it on Twitter or YouTube, but it's really not true. I get top comments way more often because of the tick, and get views from it. Maybe because do you just post like meme comments, like a funny witty comment, and people just upvote the shit out of that?
I mean, to be fair, Ayla Mao, I have a wonderful button called pin comment. So I can just pin my own comments on the top of my videos, and that's all I need to do. I don't need to verify.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't comment on other people's videos because well, I don't do it. But no, I met a guy. Like there was an anomaly I discovered, and there was a YouTuber called Iron Mango who made Minecraft videos, and he's changed his name now. He's not called Iron Mango. Hang on, let me search that. It'll literally take 10 seconds. Iron Mango.
Yeah,
His new channel is called Mango Tango, and he's got 1.6 million subscribers. I knew him when he had 40 subscribers back in 2014.
Damn.
And within about 2 weeks, he had reached 50,000 subscribers. Within
shit.
about 3 weeks, he had reached 100,000 subscribers. And I was just looking at these insane growth rates, and I was like, literally, dude, what the fuck? How are you doing this? And like the only response he gave me was, oh, the trick is to get top comment on other people's YouTube videos. And I tried really hard to get that, and I later realized that was just like it was coming from sincerity. He wasn't trolling me, but it was shit advice, because the reason he grew was not because he got top comment. Like his top comment had nothing to do with the fact he grew. It was just his strategy, and he had a good target niche, a good voice, something that was very appealing to his to children, which is what his audience is. Right. It's like getting top comment, don't get me wrong, it feeds your ego when you make a joke and you got 900 likes because someone found it funny. It's obviously nice when that happens, but the amount of growth you're going to get from that top comment is like negligible.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree. Unless you do those kinds of comments that I did like once.
I know you're not going to listen to this, but I just started a new Let Minecraft channel. Me lots me if you try Twitter.
I did those kinds
either.
of comments like years ago, and then I did another kind of comment years ago as well. That's like one like, you fuck your crush. One,
What?
that kind of
How
shit.
successful was that ad campaign for your channel?
I don't even remember. I did it so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be
I
honest,
mean,
if
I
it's-
got a few subs out of it.
Well, congratulations. I'm sure you really don't regret it whatsoever.
I do.
Yeah, I'd say something relative to that. My biggest regret on YouTube. Now, I don't want to say this. I don't know if I should say this on live stream. I might get, literally, might get my account suspended for it. It was something I
Yikes.
seriously regretted doing. I subbed with 3 people. Now, I just like to say sorry that I subbed with 3 people.
You sinner.
I'm sorry. Okay, I wake up every night, dude. My sweat pouring down my skin, dude. I was like fucking PTSD from that time I did sub for sub.
Well,
But
at least you're regretful.
yeah, I can't say sorry enough for that one.
See you, Dark Elf. Thank you for coming along. And then Alamalo said, but yeah, the check marks shouldn't hold as high prestige as they do. I think that Twitter is the culprit for twisting our perceptions. Yeah,
No,
I mean,
no, I disagree with you, my dude.
that's a disgrace. You're lucky I'm a nice YouTube hero. I'd report you to the Gestapo.
Gestapo.
Yeah, the Gestapo.
all right, steady on, Himmler. Come on.
Yeah.
No, what was saying? No, yeah, you're saying it's Twitter as a culprit for twisting our perceptions. I disagree with you, my dude. I think it's just fundamental human nature. I think people just care about having validation in any form at all. To the point where they will achieve anything to achieve that validation, even if it's counterproductive and actually makes what they're getting validation for less worthy of such validation. That's just human nature. It's not Twitter pushing any kind of agenda.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, the little Twitter check mark looks cool, I think.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not exactly a rebuttal to. But yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, you know, those check marks look cool in general. But it's not like, you know, I go to bed and I'm dreaming about,
Having
wait.
wet dreams. Oh yeah, that one day I'm gonna get verified.
Having a wet dream about getting verified on either twitter.com or youtube.com.
I'd be very surprised if I got verified on Twitter, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's definitely harder to get verified on Twitter than it is on YouTube.
Especially when you don't have a Twitter account to be verified.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, I think that's actually it. I don't have any more questions. So thank you for coming on, Henry. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
All right, then. Well, that's it, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. If you have enjoyed it.
And we'll see you guys next time on the Shampy Show. That's your new outro from now on. You best use that outro. You best use that outro, boy. You best use it.
Maybe I'll use it. All right.
Use it now. You're using the outro now, dude. You made a promise. I made a promise to your viewers. You gotta.
Okay. What's the outro again? Something with the
And I'll see you guys next time on the Shampy Show.
And I'll see you guys next time on the Shampy Show.